Hello, my darlings. It is Zeros, Madam Tilly, in adorable plushy form, and here with my good friends Punky the Alien
Hello.
and Tidonus.
How are you?
We're up at the butt crack of afternoon, and we're all sleep deprived. At least me and because Punky assisted.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I guess we're all in marketable plushy form.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, I guess you can't see the sleepiness on our faces. Well, yeah. So we're recording our reaction to the Xbox Tokyo Game Show. Woo!
Woo.
Woo.
Uh, well, yeah, hopefully find stuff for me to waste money on this here. Uh, looks like we're already getting a pretty high rated game here for the first game.
Oh
Okay.
gosh.
What do you guys think? You like Xbox more than PlayStation or nah?
I grew up playing PlayStation. I played a little bit of Xbox, but not a whole lot of it. I was PlayStation and a little bit of Nintendo.
Okay, what
As as someone with a sibling, I basically had the joy of both worlds. I played a lot of the PlayStation while they enjoyed the Xbox, and we both basically played and had a lot of co-op games and fun. So yeah, I've enjoyed a lot of luxury throughout growing up.
nice. I guess thinking about it. I probably had the most experience with PlayStation, cause like when the console wars was out, I was more on the Sega side. Like the N64 is the only Nintendo console I had that when it was like came out brand new, and then I was on the PlayStation side for the longest time. So, but hey, Xbox. I mean, it's trying and it's kind of neat. And it's got, I guess, if you don't like, well, they both companies that are shitty business practices. But at least Xbox appeals more to the LGBT community. Anyways, let's see if they can wow us, because me and Tito were quite impressed with the last two
The last was
showcases.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It was full of some definite bangers, and
Oh,
a lot of them did say that they were coming over to Windows as well. So I was like, okay, I'll have to look into some of these.
alright, let's see here. Let's look at the first one here. Very Japanese, I guess.
Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't
I
mean
heard
they
the
always
word
will
jet.
be. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield.
Is that why you
Metal
abandoned
Gear.
me?
Yes.
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their
remastering
hands on Sokolov?
Metal Gear Solid
That's right.
3. Nice.
What the hell was he working on?
Are you one of Vulcan's men?
No. I've come to escort you back to the
Oh
other
my
side of the
goodness.
Iron Curtain.
Oh my goodness, that
That's what they
face.
were making you build.
It looks way
Yes.
too real.
The
It's
Shagog.
creepy. Sorry, that
A
creepy was wild.
nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
Let's just think millions into this.
If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on
Oh,
it,
yep. It's a
it will mean the
sneaky to
end of the
remake.
Cold War.
I wonder if Dream is thinking about this right now.
And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
Oh.
A world war.
An ocelot never lets his prey escape.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by Gru. Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
Even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
Colonel!
It'll be our friend, the American defector.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
Oh, I get it. That's
times.
pretty clever.
Sorry I'm late.
Doesn't have the Snake Eater song literally unplayable.
Xbox 東京ゲームショウ2024ブロードキャストへようこそ。 MC の荒木美鈴です。今見ていただいたのはコナミのメタルギアソリッドデルタスネークイーターの最新映像です。このタイトルを新しい世代のプレイヤーの皆さんにも触れていただくのがとても楽しみです。本日は日本、アジア、世界各地で発売中のタイトルや発売が予定されているタイトルについて Xbox 用ゲームのニュースや最新情報、さらには今日が初公開となる情報をお伝えします。皆さんにとって嬉しいお知らせもあるかもしれません。そして今日から Xbox でいくつかのゲームがプレイ可能となります。また Xbox のエグゼクティブを務めるフィル・スペンサーとサラ・ボンドがお話をするほか、新しい予告編や初公開のプレイ映像を披露してくださる世界中のクリエイターにもお話を伺います。その前にまずは Xbox 用の自社ゲームをいくつかご紹介します。それではご覧ください。
Yeah, My Hero Academia Overwatch crossover. I will say this, Overwatch has been getting a lot of crossovers here lately.
Because it's easy.
It is. It's very easy to make crossovers.
Why? Because I am here!
See, Reinhardt's Power is a perfect example of how that one chick from Concord was like.
Oh, the big green bitch?
Yeah, the football pads.
Yeah, just plow through everything. With the Phoenix.
What?
Chinese mythos?
Age of Mythology?
It might be Age of Mythology, looking at it.
But it's missing pieces.
Oh, I'm not a big fan of what they did with the new Dragon Ball game.
Oh wow!
Oh, it's okay. It's a, I guess, an expansion.
It's
Sounds like
a
it's a little-
$6.
Minasan konnichiwa.
Yeah.
Xbox no Phil desu.
I think so.
Welcome to the Xbox Tokyo Game Show 2024 broadcast. It's a pleasure to be back at Tokyo Game Show with the latest announcements and updates from our creative teams and our publishing partners.
Old school.
Special thanks to everyone at CESA for your continued work on behalf of.
I gotta say, I've never been a big fan of shirts like this where it's just literally a square picture on the front of the shirt, you know? Yeah, I like a shirt that's actually, you know, it looks like it's designed for the shirt, or like a PNG at least, you know?
I think at least for that, at least for StarCraft, like with Raynor there, I think a more interesting design would be like if there was like the chest had like a really big bullet hole and it was, you know, that PNG behind it.
Right.
I think that'd be a lot neater.
It would have been better if it was the helmet and it was the full helmet, like you could see the top of it.
Oh,
Instead of
yeah.
just, you know, a box art thing that they have. It feels cheap. Anyway.
Players, publishers, and game creators here in Japan and throughout Asia. We're continuing to see growth in the region. This year, more people are playing with Xbox across all devices in Asia than ever before.
That's good. Remember when Xbox
And
was like, you know,
we've seen the largest
no
number
player
of
base over there.
Xbox console players in the region to date. We have a terrific lineup of games from our creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, and Xbox Game Studios coming to Xbox consoles, PC, and Game Pass before the end of the year. Next week, The Starfield expansion, Shattered Space, will be available to players everywhere. It's the new story expansion to Starfield from the team at Bethesda Game Studios, where the players will explore a mysterious new planet while they find unique weapons, spacesuits, and gear. And as someone who's played a lot of Starfield, I'm pleased that players in Japan will get to experience a fully localized Shattered Space with the interface, voice acting, and subtitles all available in Japanese. In October, Blizzard will launch Vessel of Hatred, the first expansion for Diablo 4. Players will venture into a new region of Sanctuary with an all-new character class and mercenary companions to fight alongside, and challenge themselves with a new endgame co-op experience, Dark Citadel. Also in October, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 will be available on Xbox consoles, PC, and with Game Pass. Set in the 1990s, Black Ops 6 features a new campaign, incredibly deep multiplayer, round-based zombies, and redefined player movement throughout the game. The reaction to the beta has been phenomenal, and we can't wait to welcome players into the full game on October 25th. In November, players will take to the skies in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Some of you may remember that when we brought Microsoft Flight Simulator to Tokyo Game Show back in 2020, the very first world update the team created was focused on Japan. The audience here has grown significantly. We have more cool content planned for our Japanese players in the future, so stay tuned. And in December, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will make its debut. The team at Machine Games, in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, has crafted a first-person adventure game that puts players in the shoes of the world's most famous archaeologist, using his whip, his wits, and more than a bit of luck to overcome his enemies. And like Shattered Space, Indiana Jones will be localized in Japanese.
Tomb Raider, and Uncharted.
Next year, our lineup of games keeps on going with Avowed, South of Midnight, Doom the Dark Ages, Fable, and more, all available on day one with Game Pass. I'm also proud to announce that on November 5th, StarCraft Remastered and StarCraft 2 will be available with PC Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate. The StarCraft series helped define real-time strategy in esports and live streaming. And we're thrilled that even more players will get to experience the campaign and multiplayer modes from these two iconic games. So enjoy the rest of the show, and arigato gozaimasu.
I mean, it is the national sport of Korea.
打天使の守護者か。守るのはキルクルス・マグヌス。大円環だ。
Yeah, that. Ooh.
Konnichiwa and welcome to Machine Games. I'm Jer Gustafsson, game director on Indiana Jones and The Great Circle.
First name.
And I'm Axel Torenius, creative director on The Great Circle, and thank you for joining us here in our motion capture studio in Uppsala.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a first-person single-player adventure where you uncover one of history's greatest mysteries.
大円環。
その通り。
Set in 1937, sinister forces are scouring the globe for the secret to an ancient power, and only one person can stop them. Indiana
It's Nazis again, we understand.
問題からそう逃げてばかりはいられないぞ。Indeed.
Same song and dance that he's been doing all his
We
career.
are very excited for our players in Japan and around the world to get their hands on Indiana Jones and the Great Circle when it launches on Xbox, PC, and Game Pass on December 9th.
Thanks for tuning in to the Xbox digital broadcast at Tokyo Game Show, and we look forward to showing you more soon. Arigato gozaimasu.
I'd play it in a heartbeat.
I mean, me and Kelly watched the World world announcement for it. It's just like, yeah, pitch slap.
I love it. I want to play it.
We didn't really watch the world trailer of it. It was basically like a little movie.
It's kind of like more gameplay than plot.
Yeah.
I want to play.
The first trailer.
Okay, the globe is kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, the cat's really a slug one bagels. Wait, where's the cat going?
Magic Tactical is a cartoon thing.
Aww. Is this a feel-good game?
More than likely.
I know. Excuse me, what? Yes!
I'm sorry?
Yes!
I missed that part, what happened?
It did a grind on a... It did a grind on a bike down the fucking handrail.
You're there. Okay, this is nice.
Yeah, I'm here.
We always felt like drops. Like, you matter.
Tanuki, Pawn Summer.
I saw
that was
you
adorable.
long before your quest began, hero. I saw you before you threw open the doors of time and space and turned the world on its head.
This is...
Let me show you a glimpse of what I saw.
This looks too good. I'm waiting for this for Xbox free on mobile. Buy all these, gotcha characters again.
Yeah, with all these timelines, yeah, we really freaking out.
I mean, I do like great combat.
Combat looks nice. We'll see. Why get out of the cool map?
I was about to say, stay in the mecha pod.
Wait a minute, I think I know. I think I've seen this.
Prepare to remake history.
Threads of time.
That's why it's a PC, which is now.
I mean, it looks
Humble
neat.
Games, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in my...
転がす巻き込む大きくする
Katamari. I was wondering if there would be another Katamari game.
Wait, another remaster? Or, sorry, a remaster of Rerolled?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, sorry. So it's a remaster of We Love Katamari. Okay, so a remaster of the sequel. Yeah, this is definitely the sequel.
Thank you.
I swear that game is nothing but was made on a drug trip. Unreal Engine.
Strike Punk 是一款快节奏的5v5英雄射击游戏，在团队战术设计的基础上，独具创新的融入了卡牌系统，为玩家提供更多的策略性和随机性。
竞技类射击游戏可能会比较偏公式化，那我们就想利用卡牌来让每局的随机性增大。
本次测试中，我们总共带来了数十张新卡牌，比如一张可以让玩家进行虚拟跳，并在落地时影响周围的敌人。
鸟人这张卡牌可以让玩家获取在空中缓降和降低散射的能力，和跳跃达人搭配使用，可以获得更久的滞空时间。我们的思路是给对局带来更多的随机性和架枪的自由度。
说到强攻手电这张卡的话，它的实际作用会类似于一个可控的闪光弹这样子的一个功能。
我们常见的射击游戏里的闪就是白，网上其实有很多的梗，你被闪了以后，你的屏幕全白，顺势而为吧，直接做了一个卡叫做护目镜，让闪光的持续时间和强度会减弱很多。
类似的卡牌组合与克制的例子还有很多，比如剑圣和龟背的组合。可以让玩家获得前后无敌的防御。我们希望通过这种趣味性的设计，带给玩家更纯粹的快乐。
本次测试我们会带2名新英雄，他们的能力和设计理念呢都与环境相关。Sona 是一个以声音为核心的战场侦察兵，他可以利用声音元素进行侦察和隐蔽，帮助队友掩盖行动声响，提供关键支援。这使得 Sona 在团队中显得独特而具有战略意义。它的设计灵感来源于海洋生物在声音应用方面的卓越能力。此外，我们还很高兴推出另一位新英雄 Spider， 他能够带领团队快速移动，布下致命陷阱，或者将敌人捕获到自己身边，以进行出其不意的斩杀。凭借其敏捷和神秘感 ，Spider 提供了令人兴奋的游戏体验。我们相信，这些新英雄不仅会多样化玩家们的选择，也能提升整个游戏的动态性。
在接下来的 beta 测试中，我们会将测试范围扩大到欧洲、亚洲、拉美等更多地区，并积极听取玩家的建议。欢迎大家来体验我们的游戏，参与 beta 测试。
Card-based element, which is probably gacha-based, and you could level up those cards, probably more gacha-based. No. It's different. It's different, but it feels like people are gonna get shot through flashbang, assume someone's hacking, and then it's gonna be, oh no, I wasn't hacking. I had safety goggles. Well, can you see the other player's cards? That's the bigger thing it's gonna be about.
I don't think you could see the other players' cards. I think you can only see your own cards from what I've been seeing about it. I haven't seen a whole lot about it.
Oh, that's yeah. So then yeah. Once people figure out how to hack the game, it's gonna be like, oh yeah, no, I can see through because safety goggles.
It's basically gonna be one of those things like how there will be an established meta like right out the gate, and I imagine safety goggles is gonna be paramount.
It's like in DBD you could run a Lightborn to just mess with people with flashlights.
I remember one match I had. I was Leatherface. I didn't have Lightborn just yet, and I ran it against a team that all had flashlights. And as soon as I would down someone and pick them up, they'd hit me with flashlights. So I may have been a bit an asshole, and I slugged them all, and then put them all on hooks one by one. I was like, you know what? I'm not.
That's a viable strategy.
I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not playing y'all's game. You're playing my game.
Yeah, I usually kind of back up a turn, then dodge flashlight, but.
It used to be if you move your camera all the way up, like look basically where your character's looking all the way up, you'd ignore the flashlight. But they changed that.
So, from the creators of Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5, what is it gonna be? Persona 6?
I'll say like all those guys, they kind of look like posers. Like when they got the spray paint and the mask, like.
A little bit.
Yeah, you kind of like, basically you're a bunch of nerdy game devs that are like pretending you have a life outside the office.
I'm cool.
I wouldn't go that far to say it. I'm disappointed the game design feels edge for the sake of edge. It's a good concept. I like the idea of cards manipulating your character so you can have a different loadout, but it's gonna fall unless the cards are so variant. You're gonna have a meta build, and it's gonna be everybody's meta build.
I imagine because there's so many meta builds nowadays, they're almost the norm. I imagine that these guys, and I hope that they did, would have at least made like all the cards. Obviously, there's some that are better than others, but make it so where there's so the cards are so vastly different that there won't be technically one build. Like they might have like a more of a tanky build, more of a DPSy build, or a bit of a healer build, or just an all-around troll build or something like that. Kind of like how Dark Souls works with all their gear and everything. I really hope that's the premise of it, though. But that's just me.
So it's basically like Call of Duty mixed with Kingdom Hearts chain memories.
Never played Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is overrated. Fight me.
It's give me that say. Shoot, I never get the franchise name right. If it ain't Persona, it's the other one.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come in Tensei.
Judging by that boss I just saw, yeah. Not that I complain, this is amazing. Refactorized. It looks amazing.
It does look pretty neat, I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, did it say the prologue is able to be played as a demo?
I believe so.
Yep. Let me just go ahead and get that demo downloaded real quick.
And carry over your progress into the full game when it releases.
It looks so much. Yep, Altair is a pretty good series.
プロデューサーの細井純三と申します。アトリエシリーズはですね、錬金術をテーマとした RPG となっています。本作はですね、次世代のアトリエシリーズを作り上げるというところが我々開発チームとして一番目指していたところになります。我々として一番大切にしている世界観というのはですね、錬金術が根付いている世界というものをファンタジックに描いているというところを非常に重要視しておりまして、それをですね、ユーザーの皆様に体験していただくことを一番重要視しています。本作はですね、とある大陸にあったアラディス帝国の謎を追い求める物語になっています。本作の世界観では錬金術は禁忌とされている術で、周囲にはですね、危険な術として認識されています。主人公であるユミヤの母親ですね、災厄によって亡くなっており、その謎もですね、本大陸で追い求めるというのが本作のストーリーになっています。ここでは大きく語れないんですけども、今回のヴィランに関してはですね、信念であったりとか自分が持っている正義というものを、誇りにですね、敵対することになるので、これまで以上に魅力的な、ヴィランと戦うことになるんじゃないかなと思っています。
戦を知らぬ現代の軍人。
本作のバトルシステム、今までと全然違うなと思うのはですね、今までって単性であったりとか、単性をベースにしているので HP1 から例えば敵の攻撃を 100% 受けるであったりとか、敵の攻撃によってもう確実に死ぬタイミングっていうのは存在してたんですけども、本作って HP1 からでも回避を繰り広げることによって状況を好転させるようなシステムが存在していて、そこは非常にですね、興奮するポイントになっているかなと思ってます。コアシステムのある調合に関しても自信してますし、戦闘やフィールドに関してもですね、特にフィールドに関しては非常に広大なフィールドを駆け巡るというところがポイントになっています。ですので我々としては新しいアトリエを作り上げるというところに一番注目してほしいと思っております。私が非常に参考にさせていただいたのはヘイローの第1作目で、初めてこの FPS でオープンワールドみたいな形のものを体験した時に、やっぱ世界ってこんなに広がるんだなっていう、なんか未知の体験っていうものを体験できた時は 非常に僕として子供時代なんですけども非常にワクワクしたんですよね。その経験というのは非常にこの弓矢のアトリエでは重要視してまして、やっぱ初めてこのフィールドに降り立った時にワクワクしている体験というものは非常に重要視しています。またゲームシステムにおいては調合というそちらがですね本作において一番重要なシステムになっております。アイテムとアイテムをですね組み合わせて行うコアなシステム、新しいアイテムを使うようなコアなシステムがあるんですけども、ユーザーさんが考える正解というものがそれぞれ存在していてですね、他のゲームではない奥深さというのが非常に重要なシステムになっています。その結果ですねユーザーさんが自分が望む調合結果を得るためにはさまざま努力をしなければならないんですけども、その結果を得た時に爽快感というのは本作の醍醐味の一つかなと思っています。それ以外にですねユーザーさんが試行錯誤をしてですね素材を活用する方法というか活用できるシステムはないのかと考えた時に、昨今いろいろなところでクラフトであったりとかハウジングというものが流行っているというところもありましたので、我々としてはアトリエシリーズにハウジングというシステムを入れることによってより体験が豊かになると思ったためハウジングのシステムを導入することにしました。そもそもこのアトリエシリーズが初めて、XBOX に参入するタイトルになるので、そもそもこのゲーム自体がアトリエシリーズ自体が RPG の中でもユニークな作品になっているので、アトリエシリーズ遊んでいただいた時点で非常にこういうゲームもあるんだって驚いていただけるんじゃないかなと思っています。弓矢のアトリエは XBOX シリーズ XS、Xbox One にて2025年3月21日に発売予定です。皆さんぜひ楽しんでください。
できるよ。チャージ。
Looks like it. A MOBA? Interesting. It's risky. A MOBA fighter. That's interesting. Doesn't seem like it, at least so far. All the items in the lower left-hand corner look like items you would normally purchase through probably an in-game shop.
I mean, that's an instant mechanic for MOBA where the
it's like a
VR.
A MOBA Smash thriller game? It's
a MOBA battle royale.
It didn't seem like a battle royale. It definitely seems rotating.
Well, I said the battle royale because of the drinking environment.
You humans toss that word around like it's nothing of significance at all. As if it's something that you can hold in the palm of your hand. Can it be seen if I rip open this chest of yours?
Interesting.
Or is the true heart elsewhere?
A Bleach?
If I crush your skull,
it's been a while since we've seen a Bleach game.
What is a heart? Be aware of your surroundings. Don't let your guard down for even an instant. In prison. Murcielago. Ichigo Kurosaki. Fire Getsuga.
Oh, we are gonna get more, okay. Oh, it's a fighter. Okay. It's a anime fighter.
Trying to probably compete with Dragon Ball.
No. This is not the style that competes with Dragon Ball. The one that competes with Dragon Ball. This would be competing with Naruto anime fighters.
Looks like.
Where the arena's three-dimensional and you go left and right instead of
Get up. Come on.
Like
Get up.
Fighter.
I will protect her.
Game's okay.
Welcome, recruit.
Does exploring the unknown call to you? Do you believe you have what it takes to rise to the surface? Then life as a drifter awaits. It is a harsh world, rich in resources and danger. You will not go it alone, however. A select AI Magus partner will assist you on and off the field. Put in the hard work, and you will rise beyond mere survival.
Sadness.
Prove your mettle as a drifter today.
Is something to go on? Like, is it PvP? Is it MMO? What the fuck is it?
I don't know. Is it like a survival PvP game?
You know what? Let's take it. Let's see if there's any more data on it. I mean, do
Bandai Namco.
Sin Duality. Or Sin Duality.
Sin Duality is on Steam. It is classified as a player versus environment, extraction looter shooter.
Did not see that trailer. Yeah, if it was like a survival game or something, I'd be down. Yeah, like I go for PvE.
It's another flippin' looter shooter, extraction shooter. That's great. But you guys are like coming in on the cusp of other ones that are doing the same thing, and some of them doing it better than that. Some of them are doing like, hey, you're this guy, not this guy with a big gun. You're this scavenger, and I like that concept. And there's another one that's coming out that's multiple teams going in to collect an artifact, and another team, and you can play either as the extraction teams that gets the artifact, or you can play as the monsters. And I can't remember the name of that one on top of my head.
I think we might have reacted to that one, Tilly. I can't remember that. That premise sounds familiar.
But yeah, like this one, like, it didn't even come off as an extraction shooter.
I know.
To me, well, no, it did definitely seem like an extraction shooter, but I was like
an MMO to me, sort of.
Yeah, but it's a player versus environment extraction shooter aided by AI partners known as Megas must survive against the xenomorphic creatures and other players in a hunt for resources. And you lost me. Right as it just.
Am I the only one here that likes PvP?
I like PvP. The problem with extraction shooters is they always go with easy anti-cheat. You know what happens with easy anti-cheat? They call it easy anti-cheat because it's an easy anti-cheat you can disable really sweet and quick. It's not strong. It's terrible, but they always take it, and it's going to take the... look at Escape from Tarkov. Look at Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah, no.
Great example.
A buddy of mine played it for so long, got really good at it. And he, when the Escape from Tarkov fuckery was going on, he was livid about it. But he also, and the only reason I knew about this is because he showed me the YouTuber he got influenced by. His personal method of playing was ratting. Ratting is basically where you kill the NPCs in a certain area, wait for other players to show up, and then kill them and take their gear. So that way you're not using any of your resources, you're using all of their resources and everything.
I'm sorry, I am off the mark. Easy anti-cheat is not part of Tarkov, but it is part of... Actually, let's just take something recent. Space Marine 2 is easy anti-cheat has been bypassed, so it is easy anti-cheat does nothing. That is what I've witnessed. That is what the videos I've watched. People have bypassed it on the regular. Yes, you'll ban that person, but sometimes people don't even care about that. They've had their thrills and they've ruined people's fun, and people usually just walk away games when the environment's not fun. And I guarantee this: if they don't do an in-house anti-cheat, they will follow the same problem.
I mean, better than fucking BattleEye, because BattleEye looks at damn near any overlay as a form of cheating. A buddy of mine got banned for having like the Discord overlay, and BattleEye banned him for it.
But we have digressed. Onward.
More than likely. I mean, it looks interesting. If if anything.
It looks pretty. That's what made me sad.
To Tokyo Game Show and our entire Japanese Fallout 76 community. I'm John Rush, creative director on Fallout 76 at Bethesda Game Studios, and we wanted to give a huge shout out to our amazing player base over here. The Japanese Fallout 76 community has been one of our most talented and dedicated. From playtime to levels to camp building, you guys have been an absolute joy to watch and play with as you journey down those country roads in Appalachia. To celebrate this creativity, here are just a handful of the incredible vault dwellers and camps we've seen over the years.
There's a Fallout 4, one pretty much like a big swing contest, making the best fucking town. Fans and shit.
Yep, I still remember when they were there, banning hackers and modders and hackers in the game playable. And they say that when you tell saying, hey, we'll ban your account if you tell us how exactly you do.
So again, thank you for your continued passion and creativity. We love seeing all of you share it with us every day and can't wait to see what you'll get up to in the future. Speaking of the future, we'd like to confirm some exciting news. Cat and dog people, rejoice! We're excited to tell you that camp pets are finally coming to Fallout 76 at the end of this year. These new furry friends will reside in your camps and can be interacted with in a number of ways. We'll have more to share about your newfound furry friends in the coming months. So until then, we'll see you in West Virginia.
Cat.
幻想水湖伝ファンの皆様、大変長くお待たせしました。コナミデジタルエンターテインメントの崎山です。今日は、幻想水湖伝 1&2HD リマスターの、最新情報をお届けします。幻想水湖伝シリーズは1995年に第1作目が発売されたコナミを代表する RPG タイトルとなっております。今作はそのシリーズの1作目と2作目が一つになったタイトルとなっております。昨年の発売の告知から長らくお待たせしました。発売日は2025年3月6日となります。原作での温かみのあるキャラクターのドット表現をそのままに、全ての背景を HD へ描き直し、各種エフェクトを強化しました。サウンドは原作の印象を損なわないよう注意しながら環境音や足音などを追加しました。UI は原作の仕様を尊重しながらもより快適に遊べるようにしました。バトルでは倍速機能の実装やお任せ選択をワンボタンでできるようにするなど、原作で好評だったサクサクバトルがより遊びやすくなる要素を追加いたしました。リマスターではそれぞれの原作の良さを会話に新たな環境で楽しんでいただけるように作成しました。たくさんの方に幻想水湖伝の世界や遊んでいただけるよう祈っております。
But that means that what? That means it is my birthday too. That's amazing.
Wait, your exact birthday?
Yes.
Well, happy birthday to you on that one then.
I was say because yeah, my birthday's March 31st, so like you know.
Mine is New Year's Eve, so no games ever come out on my birthday.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on my wish list right now. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Okay, so for those who don't know, Suikoden is one of the first few games that you're able to save data from the first game into the second game. Yeah. There's not a lot of games that do that. This is one of Suikoden wasn't the first. It was one of the first, but it was first for consoles. I guess the best way to describe it. The other one was like Captain. Oh shoot, I can't remember. It's Captain something, I can't remember. But yes.
Punky's Day has been made.
Yeah, like I'm the super
and it's only 60.
Punky Sports side that I am.
60. It's only 60 gigs big. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm eating good. I've played the first game to completion multiple times with all 108 stars. And when I started the second game, that is when my previous computer got lightning struck, and I lost a lot of stuff. So being able to jump back into this again, I will happily redo the very first game all over again, just because it was such a fun masterpiece. The war system's better in the second game. I'll say that straight. I'll be honest with you. The war system in the second game is much better, but the war system, nobody else has done that war system from the first game and is this one of the weird things that's like nobody's done it? And I'm like, I want people to come back to it. I think it'd be amazing.
That sucked. Fourth one was nice. Fifth one was pretty good too. It was five was kind of like a shout at the two. But yeah, I only never really played one. Technically, I did play it at a friend's house, but I was first introduced to RPGs back in 95 or something. And I was not aware of how to play a JRPG, so I didn't know the concept of grinding. So essentially, I'll just play until I got stomped. But I remember an experience I saw Suikoden 2 at a Walmart. And new games back then, y'all cry about 60, but for PS1 it was only $30 for a game.
Yeah.
However, Suikoden 2 was $45. I thought that was a little odd, but I got it. I still have that OG disc from '98, so it's older than probably half my viewer base. And then it still fucking works, baby. So
it's old enough to drink now.
Yeah. And by you booze, and Suikoden 2, like that's the one I know like the back of my hand, like beat it probably like 20 fucking times or something like that, and then know all about all the secrets, but yeah, because I never really played the first one since I picked it up. I think it's because I always considered when I decided to retire from Let's Playing, this is the game I want to go out on. I want this is the game symbolically the game I'm gonna choose as my final Let's Play.
Part of me's hoping that they remaster and bring forward to PC the rest of the series, because I want to know how far they decided to carry the carryover data. I want to know how far that goes. And then that's my morbid curiosity. I think it probably ended when it hit the Xbox era. It's probably where they probably ended it. But I want to see how far that carryover data goes.
Back then, it kind of was petered out after the third game because barely anything carried over to the fourth. So it's mostly important in 2, and a little bit in 3. They kind of stopped caring about that gimmick after the first couple of games. Let's see. Kind of curious, Suikoden 5, I think had the best ending, but it's like for the longest time, 2, 3, and 4, I knew where to find every 108 characters. Yeah, off the top of my head, that was that crazy. They were doing that back in 10 years ago with the PS3, when they finally brought the Suikoden games onto the PS3 shop. Because even back in the 2000s, Suikoden 2 was like $600 on any site. For used, you can get it for $150. This is back in 2010.
Yeah.
So basically, no one could really play my favorite game without emulation, and then suddenly it showed up for $10 on PS3. I'm like, hop on that shit, and eventually poured all 5 Suikodens. And there's like 2 spinoffs, and now we have the spiritual successors, which I should probably play. Big fangirl here. So
sorry about that.
Oh no, that's one reason why I used to like Harold Konami for so long, before they went away the asshole.
Yep.
Yeah, because I love Suikoden, I love Metal Gear. I love Roses. Yes, sir.
Okay, I've calmed down. I'm good. I'm ready for more. We RPG people are eating great on the Xbox. This is beautiful. Xbox PC, I should say. What is this?
It's Yarn Tetris.
It's adorable! Yeah, we should. That's adorable. It is. It's $20, so that's not too bad for a puzzle co-op game.
It looks like a $10 game, but.
Right.
今度スリッターヘッドの、世界観的な部分でいうと90年代初頭ぐらいの東アジアの架空の都市クーロンというものを舞台に、しております。そこはまだまだわい雑さが残ってっていうか現代ほど洗練されていないまだまだカオスな街の中で、そこに何か異物が入り込むというか人を捕食する未知の生物が現れたというところで、人知れずその脅威と戦う人々の物語にフォーカスするというそういった視点で描いた物語となっております。このゲームの、コアメカニクスといったらもう一言で憑依という、そのメカニクスに尽きると思っています。で主人公が、これは本当に今までないと思うんですけど、姿形のない精神生命体であって、人間の実体を借りなければ何も行動できないという、その特徴でそれを生かすことで、次々と宿主を変えることで街中をすごい高速で駆け抜けるようなアクションがあったり、時にはその宿主を捨てることで自分の命をつないで、ちょっとその従来のゲームとは一線を画するシステムというのがコアになってます。発想の転換が必要になるゲームだと思ってますね。テストプレイをやっていてもやっぱり、普通のゲームであればこういった立ち回りをしなければみたいなことをやる、最初はやっていくんですけど、違うんだこのゲームはっていうで全く違う立ち回りというのが自然と身についてきた時の自分の中での意識の変化みたいなところが面白いんじゃないかなと思ってます。ゲーム内のクリーチャーに関してはモチーフがあって、薬師っていうスイッターヘッドっていう存在は人間に擬態しているから、その本体の本を晒した時にも実は擬態生物がモチーフになっているみたいなところが面白いんじゃないかと思って、そういうところにこだわって作っております。プレイして驚いてほしいなと思ってますね。はい、このスリッターヘッドですが、この番組が終わった直後から本日、マイクロソフトストアにて Xbox 版の予約を開始させていただきます。通常版に加えまして後の設定資料集やサウンドトラックなども含まれたデラックスエディションといったものも用意しておりますので、ぜひとも予約をお願いいたします。
다 죽어가는 행성이라 멀쩡한 게 하나 없다니까. 괜찮아. 여행을 떠나는 건 언제나 즐거우니까.
Is it gonna be fun? Topsy-turvy RPG. Okay.
시작해볼까?
An RPG with Max makes me.
다 함께 가자.
전술대로 움직이자.
Yes, always.
그러고 보니 행성 어딘가에 바다도 있다고 했어.
정말? 와, 보물 찾기다.
조만간 멀리 나갈 일이 생길지도 모르겠어.
스타바이츠.
Alright.
I like it.
皆さんこんにちは。 HD2D 版ドラゴンクエスト3プロデューサーの早坂です。本日は先行プレイ映像のご紹介をさせていただきます。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。今回はここロマリアの町からスタートし、シャンパーニの塔にいる盗賊カンダタを倒しに行く場面のご紹介です。
It is he, Robin Hood, the bandito.
その塔へたどり着くためにこの広大なフィールドを進まねばなりません。まさに冒険の旅ですね。そして当然ながら冒険に危険はつきものです。今回は勇者、魔法使い、僧侶、そして新職業である魔物使いで編成されたパーティーで進んでいきます。無事に塔に到着しましたが、神田がいるであろう最上階まで無事にたどり着くことはできるでしょうか。
That's nice. They decided to lean on the operatic versions of the music, which is fine. What I had to listen to when I read Elder Dragon Quest recently.
さあ、いよいよ神田とのバトルです。
Fair play, dear. You done all right making it this far.
ユニークな見た目をしていますが強敵ですので、パーティー編成はしっかり整えておく必要がありますね。
Well, if you want a piece of me, let's go.
Yeah, he just yeah.
Like I played Dragon Quest 11 wasn't a
Really?
Yeah.
I had a blast on that one. And I had all my allies who ran like computers, and I just played the main
たった
character.
今新職業である魔物使いが活躍する場面をご覧いただきましたが、本作の新要素はそれだけではありません。それがこちら、モンスターバトルロードです。ここでは各地で保護したモンスターたちで編成したパーティーで試合に挑むことができ、勝利することで冒険に役立つさまざまな報酬を手に入れることができます。というわけで早速試合に挑むパーティー編成を決めましょう。スライムとアルミラージ、ホイミスライムを保護したので、これでエントリーをします。まずは初戦、彼らに作戦の指示を出し、どんな戦いをしてくれるのか見てみましょう。
Did you choose the color? Did you choose commanding color? I don't remember.
無事に勝利できましたね。そのまま2回戦へと進みます。残念。ここから先に行くにはさらに強いモンスターを保護したり、今いるモンスターを強くする必要がありそうです。冒険をしながらぜひ彼らを見つけてみてください。本日の特別配信はここまでとなります。 HD2D 版ドラゴンクエスト3、そして伝説へは11月14日発売です。ぜひ Xbox シリーズ XS とマイクロソフトストアで予約してくださいね。以上、プロデューサーの早坂でした。
Minasan, konnichiwa. Xbox no Sarah des. I am thrilled to be back here at Tokyo Game Show. Our commitment to being the home for players and creators around the world is absolute. And games from Japan and across Asia are a major part of that. From heartwarming indies to iconic studios to concept-shattering visionaries, the future is bright, with more than 1,400 console and PC titles in active development for Xbox from creators across Asia. We are delighted to showcase some of those upcoming titles in our broadcast today, like Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater from Konami, Metaphor Refantazio from Atlas, Atelier Yumiya from Koei Tecmo, which is the first of the Atelier franchise to come to Xbox, as well as indie games, including All You Need Is Help from Q Games and Tanuki Pon Summer from Denki Works. And we are hard at work building even more ways to play amazing titles like these. One of our newest ways to play is on Amazon Fire TV. Just plug a Fire TV stick into any screen, grab a controller, and you can play Game Pass titles over the cloud without needing a dedicated console or gaming PC. Because Xbox is all about giving you choice. You can play the way you want today, from PC and console to handhelds and smart TVs, and you can bring your games with you onto future hardware. And we are overjoyed to welcome more games for you to love from a legendary developer. Our partnership with Square Enix is stronger than ever, and we're delighted they keep bringing more games to Xbox on console and PC, including the upcoming Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. And I'm honored to announce, playable today on Xbox are more titles coming from Square Enix, including Trials of Mana, Legend of Mana, and Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, Final Fantasy 1 through 6. Let's take a look.
What? I want Final Fantasy Tactics. Give it to me.
Did I miss this somewhere?
This is the Mana Sword.
Yes! Okay.
Curses! Someone took Fairy away.
We're coming for you,
Trials of
Barry.
Mana, a remaster of the...
We cannot waste time doing nothing. Come on.
Protag, why do you look familiar?
Hand over that sword. If you wish to save Fairy,
This is Suikoden 3!
the sword like good children.
Yes! This is Suikoden 3 redone in a three-dimensional format. That's amazing!
We've done it.
Has to be.
This is horrible. The Benevodons have awakened.
Yes, Trials of Mana looks like Suikoden 3 because it's got the animal kid. It's got yes, it is.
Whoa! This thing's so
Has to be.
and it's huge.
That's Durand.
That icicle looks dangerous and powerful.
Look at her. Does she not look like the Valkyrie character? I can't remember her name. It's up my head.
Your punishment.
And you played it. Wait, so you played the SNES with the fan translation?
What does this oppressive aura mean?
Yeah, Trials of Mana is looks like a three-dimensional remastering of
I'll show you power. Right
3.
here, right now.
Because that's the. You don't see it?
Not at all. It's like comparing, Pepsi to Mountain Dew. That's...
What?
Sorry.
I'll have to show you. I have to. And then Legend of Mana, Legend of Mana. It's self-explanatory there. Oh, I'm sorry. I butchered the. I meant to say I butchered the name. Suikoden Densetsu 3, also known as Secret of Mana 2, is what Trials of Mana is. That's where I mispronounced. Okay.
Okay.
But it was like
Sounds like you're fucking
Mana.
racist.
No, I wasn't. I phonetically messed up on it, but I am glad that Trials of Mana, which is Secret of Mana 2, is a three-dimensional remastering of it. Which is, I hope it's 3 players. That'd be amazing. That'd be great.
Oh man. So, like this game, freaking, there's a game store called Hex, and this place made me want to cry and just like punch somebody. Because it was like a retro game store, and apparently on the store where they didn't give a fuck. Like there's one guy on the counter. One, it was also one of those places that were like, when you ask how much for this game, they're like, let me look it up online. Like, oh, don't go to online prices. You're supposed to sell like 30% less than what online's asking, you know?
Yep.
But so this place literally looked like, say, they let the door open and let a hurricane blow in because it was trashed. The phone looked like someone trashed the place, but it's still nothing. There was just literally games in piles everywhere. It was all there like totes full of games or like shelves completely disorganized. Yeah, so basically, if you want a PS2 game, there ain't no dedicated section. They're like, okay, there's some over there, some over there, some over there. No organization whatsoever. literally those games that's like literally on the floor, just piled on the floor. You can literally kick it. Like I stepped on something, I looked up. Oh, that's a complete unopened copy of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Oh, there's Super Mario RPG for Super Nintendo, even in the plastic wrap. Yeah, like I'm stepping on treasures that they're just leaving scattered on the floor in piles.
Yeah.
Yeah, this place literally was like the junkyard of mint condition games. Like I like literally like, why just let me work here for free. I'll organize this place for free. You know, like, oh my, like this place. It was literally, and so I ended up moving a fucking broken laptop. Underneath was a treasure. Not only was there a complete, unopened, mint condition, black label copy of Final Fantasy VII, which is a fucking rare find.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, also there was Final Fantasy Chronicles, Final Fantasy Anthologies, and Legend of Mana.
It's a classic example of these motherfuckers don't know what treasures they hold.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have made a tiny error. So these games have came out 4+ years ago or less. So yeah, they're not only out now, they've been out for a while. Whoopsies. I'm just gonna be over here being dumb. But yes, I guess I have to get Trials of Mana down the road. I assume that's
Game Passファイナルファンタジーピクセルリマスターが Xbox に登場。光の力を授かった4人の戦士は世界を覆う闇に立ち向かう。強大な帝国に立ち向かう反乱軍の若者たち。クリスタルに選ばれた少年たちの旅。内なる葛藤を抱えたまま青年は世界を守るべく剣を取る。風の異変をきっかけに戦士たちは世界を守る旅へ。魔導の力をめぐり大きな運命が動き始める。ファイナルファンタジーピクセルリマスター6作品セットも配信。
ゲームの詳細については Xbox ワイヤーをご覧ください。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
Well, Xbox is doing pretty good.
Oh yeah, very solid show. So we got a free this year.
Compared to last year when we were doing this, as proud as we even liked doing it. Where I think it was like what was PlayStation was like dead on arrival.
Yeah. I feel like last year the indie game studios were the ones that were right.
Yeah, last year indie was doing well. This year, some of it looked good. Well, here's the recap.
5 games available today.
Okay, so Katamari, All You Need Is Help, Legend of Mana, Book 1 and 2, and the remaster or pixel remasters. So
good times. All right. Oh.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, very solid showcase.
Sleep Within One blew my mind.
It's got some good
Oh. Sorry,
Metal Gear Solid 3, even a little bit aside for Starfield and Diablo. South of Midnight, I can't wait. Fable, sure, yep. Threads of Time looked good. Metaphor surprised me. Altair might be appealing to me.
I think that one might be a sleeper hit.
Yeah. Sin Duality. Good luck. I mean, I'm interested, but it'd be nice if you were a different genre. I think we all have had those games where we're like, oh, this was great. Then you see what the kind of gameplay or genre it is, like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, I think that's happened to every gamer at least once in their life.
I would have been. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, jeez, I fucking hell. That's what actually, I'm not even sure if I can say this word. I'll say it offline.
It's your show.
Well, yeah, right. I don't care about monetization anyway. But because I'm typing Suikoden and I tried to auto-click the suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, and the star bites look good.
Looks enjoyable. Yeah, I'd give it a shot.
Yeah. So.
Suikoden's I'm gonna eat good. I'm
then
gonna
you
eat
have the
very
Overwatch.
good.
Then you have the Overwatch crossover.
StarCraft. Indiana Jones.
Okay, that one I want to try just because of the ridiculousness of it. The
feel-good game.
Yeah, the Tanuki pawn silver.
Yeah.
I just because of how ridiculous it looks.
For the time, this was very interesting. I wish they would give us a little more what the genre it is. You know.
I know. I'm interested. Don't get me wrong. It's just I need a little bit more than what you gave me. I don't need a lot. Just give me something to work with. You know.
Yeah, not quite interested with Fragpunk.
I mean, it looks interesting. I mean, the concept I like.
Let's see here. Metaphor. Then we had that weird like MOBA game, and Fallout.
The Fallout update.
Yep. Need help. Suikoden. Sliverhead. Yeah, so
Dragon Age.
Sliverhead reminds me a little bit of Parasite, the anime.
Also kind of remind me of remember Prototype.
I was just about to say it reminds me of Prototype.
Yeah, it gives me a Prototype vibe. The weird jump from person to person system. I don't know. I'm iffy about it.
Parasite E3.
How are you gonna write a story about a character who doesn't have cohesiveness with the world other than this is spirit person here? We'll have to see how that works out.
A spirit personality or possibly a form of alien or something.
We'll see.
So yeah, I know, because I own both.
I know you've been playing a lot of Warhammer lately. My first, I had to stop myself because I was about to say, it's either a spirit kind of thing or some kind of Xenos.
Okay, but yeah, this one went pretty smoothly. I think we had a lot more to talk about with the PlayStation one.
Yeah, I think they gave us a little bit more to work with.
But
some of the trailers and some of the trailers we already knew about, and some of it, we all had critiques on a lot of them. These were just like, okay, this is a thing now.
But yeah, I like how Xbox has 3 different types of state of plays. They had their main studio, their indie studio, and now their Japanese studio.
Yep.
Japan really
when we get a chance. When it came to the PlayStation 1 versus this one definitely sat. I understood it more, had less gripes or complaints about it. So I don't know. I like how the Xbox showed it a lot better than the PlayStation 1. I was able to understand it. The games were entertaining, self-explanatory. It didn't feel like I needed to dig deeper than necessary. And there were a lot of major bangers that I'm looking forward to playing. Because that's the biggest flaw for me is that I don't have a PlayStation. A lot of PlayStation games are very exclusive to PlayStation, so it's just like it's hard to get excited for games I probably won't be able to play.
One gripe that I have is I'm not a big fan of a lot of the remasters and remakes that are coming out. I'm wanting more original content.
Yeah. So explanation-wise, it's kind of the same, but yeah, because I would say Xbox is definitely appealing to our nostalgia and what we're used to growing up, while PlayStation is tackling the more like modern, like nowadays type of stuff that get interested in. Like now, basically, PlayStation's like the new stuff that I find interesting, and Xbox is appealing to the stuff that I liked back in the day.
I think Sony has been one of those companies that is kind of not afraid to run headlong into new territory or try something new. And as we've seen here lately, some of it is not good, but at the same time, I hope that they could take it as a lesson. As like, okay, this does not work. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's find out what does work.
I disagree, respectfully. I believe that Sony is doing exactly what Xbox is doing, Microsoft is doing. Microsoft and company are doing right now is let's tread familiar territory, or let's play it safe. Everybody likes Legos. Here's a Legofication of a very emotional journey of a game. And then, and here's the remaster of the game that we just emotionally punched you with.
Yeah, I still agree with you on yesterday's point, Punky. They should have showed the remaster first and then the Lego one, because like you said, it kind of took the wind out of the sails a little bit.
Oh, well, I think compared to because Sony's kind of like bringing back games from like 2010s. Xbox really likes bringing back games from the 90s. So Xbox brings it a little further back, which not a bad thing.
I'm just waiting for Nintendo to do a remastering of Duck Hunt.
Add multiplayer, add different modes. Yeah.
I just want to make it where the game actually works and give us a leaderboard.
I'd say make it an MMO.
I'm about to say the problem is a lot of the viewers they're gonna go Duck Hunt. You mean the Smash character?
I remember when someone I showed my friend Final Fantasy 15. He's like, "Oh shit, they gave a Tekken character their own Final Fantasy game."
What?
Yeah, because Noctis is so weird, but he's in Tekken like 7.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
They're like they gave a Tekken character their own Final Fantasy game, and it's like I want the face bomb.
It's one of those things. I will stab you. It's like I liked 15. I think 15 was good.
Oh, I love 15.
Me and Dave and my roommate, we agree that if they were to make a standalone game of that, do the fishing mechanic, because that fishing mechanic was actually a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I had a good time.
But just for VR.
It's VR, which breaks my heart. I was like, come on, make it where we can actually play.
Basically, we had a chant every time we boot up 15, like side quest, fish, side quest, fish. Let's go.
I do remember catching like the big grouper in Costa del Sol. I think that's where it was.
Yeah.
And I was fighting that thing for like 45 minutes.
Yeesh.
It would not quit. Hell, David got the one in it was a swamp, and it was like an hour-long fight to get that one. I was like, okay, that's impressive. And I still remember when people were fighting the Animantoys when it first came out. They were saying it was like a 72-hour-long fight, but they didn't. What they failed to mention was it was 72 hours in game. I had to fight them. I think it felt like 2 hours, but it was like a 45-minute fight. But like in game, like 3 days had passed.
Sure.
I was like, fucking hell. But it gave me a ring that raised your HP to 9,999.
Yeah, I think like FF15 is like kind of like cuss, because how like so many of these open world games either like don't have nothing going for them, like Forspoken, or you have way too much to fucking do.
Yep.
Yeah, like say a couple of the recent Assassin's Creed games. 15 had that perfect middle ground. Yeah.
The Witcher, looking at the map of The Witcher and all the side quests and everything available to you, it was a little daunting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, at least with Witcher, it kind of valued that side content. Like every side kit was a unique and with a cutscene and everything.
Oh yeah.
The story and stuff. Whereas most of like Assassin's Creed again, like where it's like you repeat the same mechanic with a different NPC. Or basically like almost like those repeatable side quests. I hate those because I feel like you're not advancing.
Yeah.
Or do something different.
That was one of my big gripes with Valhalla. A lot of the side quests was just go here, grab this, or go here, interact with this, bam, done.
Yeah, I was noticing that with 15 and Odyssey, where it's like, wait a second, I already did this. Yeah, because it respawns after a set amount of time.
Like, I'll still say my favorite mechanic that I had in that I played in Valhalla was the river raiding. Just the raiding camps in general, whenever those would become available before the river raiding was available, that was my favorite bit of content. Just going there, raiding a village or a monastery or an army, basically an army depot, and just like taking everything. That was my favorite content.
Now, the problem with 15 is that they really should have put some limits on stuff you can do, because I pretty much borked the playthrough because essentially I was only in chapter 3 and I was like level 70 fucking 5.
Yeah, no, the grinding was unreal.
Yeah, because I was doing all the side quests. Suddenly, I was almost max level, and when I did the MSQ, every boss fight went down in 2 hits. So I was like kind of disappointed.
I still remember doing getting to the point where I would get like the experience in the I guess the AP, like the action point thing, where you can actually get different abilities.
Okay.
You could get that while riding in the regalia. And so what I did is I turned down the max speed of it. I took off one of the engine turbos, gave myself the nighttime headlights so I could still drive at night. And when my hair was still long, I'd tie it back, and I would basically tie one of my hair ties around my controller, where it would hold my R2 button down consecutively, and I just plugged my controller into my PlayStation, put my controller in the desk, and walked away from it for an entire weekend. I was like 2 levels away from max level. I was like, I wonder how hard I can milk this, because it doesn't give you very much. It's like every 15 minutes you get like 2 experience and 2 action points. Not a lot, but you know, if you just let it run for so long, you know, that shit does add up and pretty quickly.
So again, we were impressed, and we'll catch you folks in that's news podcast. Yeah, I think Funky, you should probably hop in the news sometime. But
Potentially.
I just doesn't sound appealing enough. But yeah, thanks for being a last minute fill-in yesterday, and being so enthusiastic you made us get up early today.
Yeah, appreciate it. I mean, I was already up, so
I could use another hour or 2.
I don't blame you.
You had fun, and you know it.
It was a good. It was a good time.
It wasn't a bad one. We've had some bad ones.
Oh, don't remind me.
Okay, so yeah, darlings, thank y'all for watching. Funky, sign us off.
All right, all of you wonderful creatures, be good, be safe, and above all, be yourselves. Also, all of you wonderful. We will speak to all of you wonderful creatures on next podcast. Letters.
Go forth, do crime.